Hello, YouTube. It's your host, the Crimson Warrior, back after a long wait. Mainly because haven't been playing much Yu-Gi-Oh, but have been playing GOAT, and me and Lance have made a GOAT tournament where we're going to use 8 distinct different GOAT decks against each other and see which one comes out on top. This one being the GOAT control deck of the tournament. So we'll see what we can do with it. This is the extra deck and just the obligatory tokens. I don't have much more for the extra deck, but getting right on into the deck profile. We are playing the classic, triple scapegoats, triple metamorphosis, 2 Tsukiyomi, an Injura Priest, and then also as some spicy removal, creature swap, knock, and Book of Moon. Now, I have these all lumped together in the GOAT control part of the deck because they all synergize really well. Scapegoats works with creature swap incredibly well to give your opponent attack position GOAT an attack for hard damage. And all of these cards work together to create advantage off of your opponent's monster using stuff like Tsukiyomi to either reactivate your flip monsters or flip over Thousand Eyes effect, Thousand Eyes restrict. So, all of that's together for that simple reason. Moving on, there is the flip package of the deck. I play 6 flip monsters. We have 2 Dark Magician, or Magician of Faith, 2 Night Assailant, 1 Brainjacker, and 1 Penguin Soldier. The Penguin Soldier is a nice flip. Bring 2 back. If you do have him not get attacked and you flip him yourself, you can always bounce him back to hand and start recycling him that way, so he recycles himself in a nice handy way with that. You can also use him with Tsukiyomi to remove 3 of your opponent's monsters if things work out right, and, 4 of your opponent's monsters if you really wanted to. And then Brainjacker is actually a cheaper version of Snatch Steal. It does need to be flipped over, but basically it only gives your opponent 500 on your standby phases instead of the 1,000, so much cheaper cost than Snatch Steal at the behest of it being a flip monster, so it needing your opponent to set it off for the most part. Then, of course, we have our format staples, Create Advantage. You can't really get away from these in any GOAT deck. You have your Graceful Charity, draw 3, discard 2, Pot of Greed, draw 2, classic. Delinquent Duo, discard. Your opponent discards 1 random, 1 chosen. Snatch Steal, always a good card, take your opponent's monsters. Premature Burial, pay 8, feel great version of GOAT format. And Heavy Storm being a blowout card if your opponent overdedicates to their back row. Now, just getting into staples and tech choices, we have BLS, only Chaos Monster I'm running in this build of the deck. There's another version that I run, less dedicated on the Metamorphosis and the Scapegoats, as well as 1 less Tsukiyomi to have Thunder Dragon added in as a 3 of, as well as a Chaos Sorcerer as 2. Only 1 Chaos Sorcerer. Jinzo and Air Knight Parshath are our only 2 tribute monsters. We use them to break Thousand Eyes if we need to, but Jinzo's just there as the classic turn all traps off, which is great for going for game, and Air Knight Parshath is advantage and can break your Thousand Eyes if you need it. Just getting into staple level 4s. I run the Abyss Soldier because I have the Sinister Serpent in the deck as a staple as well. And he's just a big beat stick. Blade Knight turns off flip monster. Breaker breaks, always a good thing. Tribe, format staple. It can take out all of the GOAT tokens at once and some of the bigger cards in the format, like BLS himself. DD Warrior Lady is great removal. And Sinister Serpent is the endless advantage machine. And if your opponent duos you, you're going to discard Serpent, either optionally or not. Getting into the last couple choices of the deck. You have your obligatory Sangan, and I like to run Spirit Reaper. I do this over Donzalug because he's also a shield and can force my opponent to discard on top of that, so it's multifaceted and has more tools and uses in this deck than more like a Warrior Toolbox deck. And then just getting into your staples. These 3 are pretty mandatory. Mirror Force, Torrential Tribute, and Ring can basically win you games played in the right way. Call of the Haunted and Mystical Space Typhoon being 2 flex spots. Honestly, you can have anything there. I like the call by to bring back monsters as well as the MST just to clear the little bit of extra back row. And this is the GOAT control deck that we're going to be playing in the 8-deck GOAT tournament that me and Lance are going to have built up. Me and him are going to be piloting the decks and figuring out which does best against each other. I don't know if we're doing a points based tournament or a elimination style. I think a points based tournament might give the decks more of a chance to shine, also more chances to learn with the decks, also more content for you guys, more duels to see within this tournament fashion. But let me know what you think of the idea, the GOAT tournament, playing some more classic Yu-Gi-Oh with the modern format kind of being stuck in an endless cesspool, and Konami just not supporting the game like it used to. All good things kind of come to an end, and so with modern format kind of not being what it used to be, I think transitioning the GOAT is the best bet for the channel. But I do appreciate you guys for watching, for listening to me ramble. Do like if you enjoyed the video, comment, subscribe. I definitely enjoy the engagement, and it helps motivate me to keep creating the next video. Anyway, peace.